want us to be just fixated on the hood.
Yeah.
So their idea was we put them into a school outside so they can actually, learn the outside world.
Yeah.
Because they were, when they grew up, just wood life.
Yeah.
And just know that's all they know. Like, you can even see it now on, like, my mom. You can see that's all, like, she knows. She's afraid to actually go out of the hood and actually, there's more to life than just the hood.
Yeah. Under the blanket.
Yeah.
And I'm just lying there and I looked to my right and I looked, and this is me at like 12, 13 years old. And I'm like, you're pumping underneath that blanket. Okay. So I was also like, okay, the pumping, rustig, whatever. Then a couple of days later, we were there again.
Yes.
No, but I don't know where he was outside, but this is the plus. So everybody's mingling. And I'm in the room with this lady, right, and having a conversation. So he was there, and then he walked out, but he went. I don't know where the fuck he went to. He said he was coming back now.
Yeah.
So now we're chilling there. We're chilling. Now I'm waiting for him. I don't know this lady, brother. Next thing, she grabbed me. She's like, I know you want it. I'm like,
Sass.
I'm 12, brother. Like, what you mean? This is. Now, in my mind, I always thought the first time I would get offered this would be like, I'm going to grab it with both hands.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did? This is kakwa.
Etta was even check.
So, in my mind, the only way to get out of this was to sort of lead her on and then, like, make a run for it.
Yeah.
So, like, she dragged me fast. So now, like, I'm panicking on the inside. And then I'm like, I grab her. I'm like, okay, you want it. And I grab her and I push her on the bed. She falls backwards like that. And I ran.
She must have been like, what the fuck?
I ran, brother. I'm 12. Maybe.
You must, bro. You're 12. You
grown ass lady.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Was she like?
I don't know. The thing is, I
20s?
don't. She must have been like early to mid 20s.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah, that's old.
Bro, for me, that's way too much.
Yeah, you. Like,
I couldn't
Jesus.
understand it. And at that time, I didn't have a phone. Most people didn't have like mobile phones where you had like Pornhubs and all these things. So the only things you saw was in the books.
Yes.
And in not even CDs, DVRs.
Yes. Weird.
So it's like at that point I didn't even know what the gwat looked like.
Yes, you know Fokkel at 12. I knew Fokkel of that.
Exactly.
Wait,
all of a
at
sudden
12 hours a mile now, actually.
All of a sudden I'm confronted, brother. Confronted. This thing wants me.
Just
I don't even know.
What was she thinking at that age? At a 12-year-old lady,
I
don't want a fucking dollar.
No. That's wild, though.
But that's Plaas, bro.
Plaas life is different.
It's different, bro. That's why that Plaas man, they come from a different background.
Nah,
bro.
that's wild.
Like when I used to go to Paul, that's how it was. That's how it used to be. Like going to Paul, like you'll have women like that, bro. Like fucking wanting to dollar young ladies and shit.
They don't give a fuck. The moment that suck hits.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, that suck hits.
At boxy hits, it's on. It's go time. There's no boundaries.
Yeah.
It's fucked, bro.
And the thing is, oaks used to pile amongst each other. Like, that's one thing I'll say. That I came out of the farm life. Because once I hit like 14 and was in high school and stuff, I stopped going to the farm as much.
Yes.
But then also a couple of years after that, the farm was sold, and then all the basically the plasmen left there, right? And then that's where it's ended. But I came out of that plus life unscathed, bro. No babies. I didn't pile a single person.
All of them, mate.
Like, you can come out of there, like, and it's not to say that the plus life wasn't good.
Yeah.
Because some of the best times of my life was
on the plus,
maybe.
bruh.
It was
No cack.
fun on the plus, but also you can get into the like
Yes.
you can
get
basically
boxed
fuck
in,
up your
bro.
life
Yeah.
because of if this is the only thing that you know,
Yes.
you know what I mean, then that is for you, like
Yeah,
that is it. You get stuck.
I've got a cousin like that in Paul. That's just all he knows is the plus life, and bro, that man makes babies like no tomorrow.
Yeah,
I think he's on like his second one or third
but
one.
it's because they're all pal amongst each
Yeah.
other.
Yes.
And everybody knows everybody that piled.
Yeah. Legit, bro.
It's wild.
It's hectic. But I don't know why it's like that, bro. I don't know why they don't see more than just plus life.
And
you know?
But this is also the thing for me. It's like I can understand if you out in Paul or Ceres or wherever, you know what I mean, where the nearest sort of city is a distance away.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But like mine was here in Constantia. Like
yes.
Eitzig, like all you need to do was just walk 100 meters and you'd be in like I would say out of plus world. So I suppose you should know better in a way.
Yeah.
But also they frequented only the little shops or whatever or shopping centers.
Yeah.
You know, on a I would say on a Saturday morning, then the plus bus, not even a bus, a truck maybe.
Yes.
Would have literally a bunch of the people
and
in the back,
take them.
and they go to Weinberg, right? And then the truck will stop there, like in the parking lot by Weinberg, there by the shop, right?
Yeah.
At the back there, that parking lot, and then everybody would get up, and then the truck driver would also like go shopping or whatever.
Yes,
everybody goes shopping.
That's why.
And then they wait for everybody to come back, and then you gooi.
back
So
to
nobody
plus.
had vehicles.
Yes, that's the thing.
That's the thing. So it's only when people started getting their own vehicles and going out and experiencing their own things, and
then,
I know for a couple of guys, even Pa, like one of his outs was False Bay Rugby Club.
Yes.
I don't know if you know a guy called Rico.
Nah.
He was also like, he went, rugby got him out.
Yeah.
Because he was at Swanswyk.
Okay.
And then he played at UCT, and like that's how
he
got out.
He got out.
It's Oaks made it not the hood like all the time, but it needed to be for something specific.
Yes.
And it wasn't so much just you get out.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean. It wasn't just I'm in a march and.
How did you get out the hood? Schooling.
School. My parents, they straight put us into Fishhook, bro, all my life. So I think that was my parents' idea. I think they didn't want us to be just fixated on the hood.
Yeah.
So their idea was we put them into a school outside so they can actually, learn the outside world.
Yeah.
Because they were, when they grew up, just wood life.
Yeah.
And just know that's all they know. Like you can even see it now on like my mom. You can see that's all like she knows. She's afraid to actually go out of the hood and actually, there's more to life than just the hood.
Yeah.
She'll rather be at home, do everything, jawl at home and in OV instead of going out one night and actually going to fucking experience a jawl out of OV. Or they'll go to a jawl that someone's organized, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like she'll never go out. The only time she'll go out, like out of OV is if we like decide, okay, let's go here.
Yeah.
Or she goes to a gran.
Yeah.
So it's either a gran or ours. That's all she knows.
Do you think it's cultural vibes as well?
Yeah.
Because like, I think once you make it out of the hood and you experience different cultures, you then tend to do more things that other cultures would. So like in the colored culture, I don't think it's like, I'm talking about deep colored culture now. It's not prevalent that you somehow go out to restaurants.
Yes.
As kos by die huis.
Yeah, as kos by die huis.
Because
you simply can't afford it. Yeah.
You simply can't afford it.
Yes.
Like literally that thing of getting into a car first of all, driving to, and this is I'm talking about now when I grew up. Obviously now things are a little bit different, but driving to a restaurant and going to go sit in a restaurant was almost seen back then as like a white thing to do.
Yes, exactly.
And now, like, we make it out the hood. The moment we go, where are we gonna watch the rugby? Let's go out to a restaurant.
And
where
it's
we gonna
normal.
do this
And then my parents are like, why don't you just watch at home? No. And I'm just like, bruh, you don't always have to watch shit at home or be at home for everything. You can there's actually places to go out.
But why do people? I don't know. I feel like when you make it out the hood, people think because you obviously change naturally.
Yeah.
Because you're experiencing things, it's almost like you get looked down upon, like you're leaving your culture behind.
Yeah,
because now you're doing all these different things that it's a white thing or it's a this thing,
or they think you think you're better than them, but that's not actually the case, bro. To be honest, my put and I, we used to roll with Owens all the time, especially my brother. I don't know why. They always super cuck with him and he always used to fuck them up. But I think it was because he was like, rugby at the white school, and we weren't really friends with much people from OV. I had like 2 brassa from OV, maybe 3. There was like a handful of brassa, but I'm still close with the 2, but like the others I'm not that close with. So like we weren't really chommies with them. We'd always go out with our white chommies and like our colored chommies that are in Fishhoek. So we'll all link up outside of OV, you know what I mean? We won't link up in OV so we weren't walking around in OV and doing the cuck that they're doing. So they always thought we were better than them. But it was never that. And then Oaks, I don't know why people would get angry about that. You know what I mean? Like, you're fucking moving forward, bro. You're
building yourself.
Yeah, you're building yourself. You can't just be stuck in one fucking place your whole life, bro. There's so much more to just drinking in OV, walking around OV, fucking wearing a Nike top, wearing a pair of fucking sportsy jeans and a red bat top and lamming with an oka pipe outside your house.
Bro.
You haven't fucking achieved fuck all doing that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not that even now people think we keep us white. Because I'm hardly in OV. So it's almost like, you keep you white, you just lam with the white beans. It's not that.
It's not that.
It's literally not that, bro.
It's not that.
It's not my fault that you don't make an effort to lam because you feel some sort of way because I'm fucking out of OV and I'm not there all the time. Yeah. If you make an effort, I'll come to OV and I'll lam with you. You know what I mean?
The thing is also, I'm not gonna treat you different.
Exactly.
Because of who you are.
Yes.
But I'm gonna be my fucking self.
Exactly.
And if you feel I'm treating you different because of who in your perception I am, then you fucking wrong.
Yes.
Because I'm being myself, whether I'm here or whether I'm at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Do you know what's mad now? Is I'll even I'm speaking to you like this now. No, because this is how we communicate. We've always communicated this way. Ranier, we've always communicated like this way, right? Because this is how you guys feel comfortable. This is your level of comfortability. Like I communicate with you this way. I will even change because it can say sin.
Exactly.
And I will change the way I speak for you, right?
Yes.
To make you feel comfortable.
Exactly.
But I can't change the way I think. I can't. If you invite me to a yard party, fine. No, I will be at the yard party.
Yeah.
Right. But I like having my bottle of whiskey.
Yes.
And I like sitting with a glass, with a proper fucking whiskey glass, with 2 blocks of ice, depending on the size of the ice blocks. I'm very particular about that sort of thing.
Exactly.
But now, you guys smack to say kiss.
Yeah.
Amongst you in that glass.
Small glass.
In that small glass.
Oh,
and I don't smack to do that
yes.
because first of all, I'm not a big fan of Black Label.
Yes.
Secondly, I don't like drinking like that. That's not my style
Yeah.
of drinking. I'm not drinking to be gesape. I'm drinking out of the enjoyment that I get from
Yeah.
having an alcoholic beverage and the conversation around me,
Mhm.
that whole vibe.
Yes.
But now you get upset with me and say, "Tell for your wit," because now you don't want part of
Yeah, you
part
don't
of
want
this
to be
one.
part of the.
I just don't smoke it.
Yes, you're not, because they think like because you a colored homie, you must like everything they do,
This is the thing.
and it's not even like
This
that.
is the thing.
Like, bruh, you don't have to like everything, my bro. That your people like. You don't have to. I feel like
No.
you don't have to.
There's no rule that says you have to.
Yes. At
But
all.
I feel like this is what keeps specifically the colored culture, and I'd also like you, Renier, you being a Purusian, to also maybe give your perception, because you also grew up in a farmland.
Yeah.
It's like, did you ever feel like you needed to be a certain way or be a certain Renier within that community?
Yeah, like so in like the community I was like, it was like all the schools were like Christian Afrikaans schools, bro. So you have to go to church, blah blah blah, or like you like I kind of like develop a role in school. So yes, there was like in primary school there was like you had like one session of Bible study a week, and then like in Saul, I can't remember what was the English
assembly,
name for it.
yeah.
Assembly. It's
Saul.
also like Christian, bro. Christian.
Everything was
So
Christian.
like later on when I was grade 7, there was like some Muslim okies.
Yeah.
They had to go sit outside.
What?
Yeah, bro. Well, we prayed in our geloof, the school's geloof.
Yeah.
They had to go sit outside. It was like so weird.
And if you broke out of that mold, whatever, if you didn't, you had to conform basically.
Yeah, otherwise you get the inskrywing, my bro.
Oh, you
Yes.
just-
Negatieve punten.
That's intense.
That's mal, eh?
That's intense.
Or like they take you out and you get like a disciplinary hearing or some kind.
Yeah.
Because you're not because you're in the school, you're enrolled in a school, and so you have to conform to the values of the school
Yeah.
and such.
Yeah.
But that is like the Afrikaans community. Like you have to go to church, you have to be like presentable 24/7. You have to have
Yeah,
manners,
to,
have to
like,
respect
yeah.
people.
There
I
has to, certain roles that you have to play. Certain
Yeah.
mannerisms
The
that you
man has
have
to provide.
Yes,
And
all that
and
old
all
school
that
guy.
kak, like typical Afrikaans stuff.
And it's still
Prominent.
like that to the day.
No, it's
Yeah.
getting better. It's getting more modern, I'll say. There's a much more mixed community now, like in color and in background. It's more Englishmen, more people of color as well.
Yeah.
It's not just usually when I grew up, it was Afrikaans people and
Of niks.
and other people that pretended to be Afrikaans or of
Yeah.
niks Boeta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like-
did you ever also feel like if you mingled with colored or black people that you would almost get frowned upon by your own culture? Maybe not in a hectic way, but just like people would like make snide comments or whatever.
Yeah, so in school, like that, didn't really mind in school. But like if you hang out with like other colors after school, it's a bit like, hey, bra, wat maak jy? Vang jy
Yeah.
kak aan?
Yeah.
Vang jy
That's
jy
how
rook
it
nou weer?
is.
Yeah. In
Or
school it was
whatever.
like
Yeah, it's like it's cool.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you'll do nothing wrong. But like
Yeah.
if you're hanging out with the brasa after school,
that
you're
shows
like,
you really
hey,
like them.
hey, boet,
That's
wat
how it
rook jy?
is.
Yeah.
Wat se papegaai lê gaan daaraan?
Yeah.
And all sulke stuff. Yeah, so it's not lekker. So yes, but it was it was always so weird growing up there, because it was like super racist as well.
Yeah, it's
Early growing
Mpumalanga.
up, yeah.
Volle
so
plaza, bro.
so like everybody knows their place in a way.
Yes.
So yeah, it was just weird, eh?
Yeah, like
It's hard to
we
explain.
we were probably like, obviously we the plus people, right?
Yeah.
And we would have had to sort of look at you and be like, okay, it can't be a certain way with,
Yes.
you know, as a
Yeah,
pass
yeah,
a
exactly. Yeah, you have to respect that man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 That's wild.
Mm.
And the thing is now, it's still like that to this day.
Yes.
But what's mad is that as much as that is, there is a natural progression towards something else. Because like with Renir, from the stories, and I don't want to give up too much that he's told me, because that's between well, like what we have spoken about.
Yeah.
But he could have been incredibly racist because of his background, basically. And he literally moved out of there because he wanted something different.
Yeah.
So that to me tells me that there is a lot of people out there that they don't want this vibe. Like growing up different. They want something else. They know that this is they inherently they know that this is not a vibe. This is not Gies anymore.
It's not, bro.
Like I really want to love with that, bro. But also, yes, that's then I must be looked at like that and like this. So I feel that inherently we'll get there in the end. We'll get there in the end. And
not in Cape Town.
What's mad is
not here, bro.
What's mad is
I think racism is still hectic here.
It is still hectic.
It's like Cape Town especially.
It is still hectic. But what is mad is now, as much as you and I feel like we made it out the hood, he feels the same.
Yes.
As an Afrikaans, as a white Afrikaans man. Off the fucking farms where he's a dominant species there, he made it out. He feels he made it out the hood as well.
Yeah, made it out of racism.
yeah. But in a way, like breaking out of the hood is like breaking out where you don't belong, in order to grow in a way.
That's wild. That is true.
To find a place where you belong, where you can carve your path.
Yeah.
And you say like made it out of racism, but it's the same for us.
Yeah.
We made it out of racism as well. Because just like we were saying earlier, it's like we made it out the hood, so then other Owens say, ja, jy hou vir jou wit.
Yeah.
That's also racism. That's the same thing, maybe on a different level, but it's still the same thing. You made it out of that closed off space.
Do you think for us to move forward, right? So for like the country to move forward as a whole with this whole racism thing, do you think they should just stop teaching that shit at school? Because I think it does affect our teaching that, like teaching apartheid at school. Like I know it's our country's history and shit, but I think it causes it just causes divide. Because now you're learning about the cuck that your people went through, you know?
Yeah, you see, the thing is, there's a fine balance between awareness and indoctrination. So what you can do, and I think is always important, and I've also thought the same as you for the most part now. But you also need to be aware that, look, this is what went on, right? However, you also need to be taught that, yes, this happened, but you are out of it.
Yes.
We've come this far, and now you are in charge. Like you need to be taught that, yes, you were previously maybe disadvantaged, but you're not fucking disadvantaged anymore.
Any kid that's been fucking born off post 95, Post 95 shouldn't even be bothered by racism, I think.
It's tough to say that though, because
so any 2000 baby, bruh.
Remember, it all comes down to opportunity, right? So if you are a brother from the hood and your parents know nothing other than the hood, and you grow up with that influence of you know nothing other than the hood, you don't ever have a sense of opportunity outside.
That's how we were.
So you need to be able to have that sense of opportunity, and I think that is where the one big issue is with all the races, is that yes, you can create awareness for the kids and say, yo, this should happen. However, it's done now, right? Let's move it forward.
Yeah.
You now have opportunity. Don't use that as an excuse.
Yes.
Use it as motivation.
Yeah, but
to
you
move
see,
forward.
people use that as an excuse.
That's where the fucking problem is.
And that's the fuck up, because I feel like it, in my opinion, I feel like it causes divide. The moment that shit gets taught, boom, divide goes. Because now they talk about how, then they talk about you not where you're supposed to be because your parents were disadvantaged then, blah blah, and people get affected by that, and they get touched. Everyone gets offended nowadays, and then that's when the divide starts.
100%. But again,
So that's why I feel like that, like apartheid, teaching it in school should just not fucking be taught at all.
yeah, I think it's how you come across. It's
Yeah.
how you get taught it. Yeah, it's a tough situation because in essence, still today, it does affect your opportunity. It's like
yeah.
if I look at a colored begie and a black begie on the side of the road, I'm still willing to maybe give them, depends on their age also, like give them like a 1 rand, 2 rand.
Yeah.
But automatically in my mind, if I see a white begie, in my mind I'm like, you should have made more of that things, you know. You know what I'm saying? You should have made more of the things, and so it's still ingrained in us even now.
Yeah.
Like I was born 94. I was literally like right there, you know,
Yes.
April 94. Like I was right there.
Sure.
So, but
You so focal of it, man.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was in a place where, because of the way I grew up, that's why I say I made it out the hood. If I got stuck in the hood, I could have blamed my circumstances. But on the other hand, my dad and my white stepmother was able to show me, listen, brother, there's something different. They were able to show me the opportunity of what is, instead of just going, this is my circumstances, this is my da-da-da-da-da, and just lumbing in that and broiling in that. And
that, like, a lot of people in the hood are like that. They feel like this is the only place that they can, this is where it is for them. There's nothing else out there. But bro, this fucking world is so massive, bro.
Bro, there's so much for one to do. There's so much for one to do.
There is a lot of opportunity, but if you have that mindset, it's also a mindset thing. If you have that mindset that this is it, this is all you can do, this is all I know.
Yeah,
it's on you, bro. It's also on you as a person.
I think it's majorly on the individual.
Yeah,
and how they think and how he could have stayed in the hood and been like everybody else in there, being the racist old farmer that you know, whatever. You could have lumbed in the hood and blamed your circumstances,
fucking being
out of
saping and smoking weed and becoming a fucking druggie, you know what I mean?
I could have stayed in the hood, the plaasland, you know, the ik kon gebrei het in you know, I could have gotten a girl pregnant there and whatever, you know, whatever, that doesn't matter what. But I could have lumbed in the hood. But we were all at one point in time, we took that thing of when, right, there's more out there.
There's so much, bro.
There's possibilities out there. We're going to look for that and we're going to try and take those opportunities out there.
Exactly.
And that's what it comes down to. But listen, guys, fuck, we just got deep heavy. So straight off the bat, what a show.
We shouldn't have guests after. We should just be us and talk. Fuck it.
That's wild. That's mad things, eh? Listen, like, share, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if we're wrong. Let us know if you're right. Tell us what you feel.
Please.
You know, we might sit here and go, you know, this is what our experience is. At the end of the day, life is all about experiences and what you've experienced. So if you feel different, please comment. Please, fuck, there's a spot here. Come and say what you guys want to say as well. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to
to
kak.